Hi guys, welcome to Get Real Life TV. This is where we promote African culture, traditions and religion. I thank you all for your support both in cash and in kind on this platform. Please, if you are new here, kindly click on the subscribe button down below to subscribe free of charge so that you don't miss anything on this channel. And if you want to become part of our members, you can make use of the join button down below to choose any categories of your choice. Being a member is a way of showing your support to me. I pray may Olodumare continue to bless you all. I share. In this video, I have a very good topic for you, and the topic is the most common misconceptions in Orisha practice. This topic is very important. I want you all guys to pay attention to it. So among many misconceptions that the enemies of Isese usually talk about on different social media platforms, I have 6 for you that I will be talking about in this video. As you know, Orishas are Eni Orisha, as we say in Yoruba land. Eni Orisha da, we see them as messengers of Olodumare, and we have many Orishas. We have Ogun, we have Shango, we have Orunmila, and so on and so forth. The reason for this video is for you guys to be aware of it, and I'm going to share this misconception and as well change that misconception and say 1 or 2 things about the misconception for you guys to know that what they are saying are mere misunderstanding. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into it. The most common misconceptions about Orisha practice. 6 misconceptions about Orisha practice. So let's get into it. Misconceptions about Orisha practice are varied and can stem from misunderstandings, cultural biases, or lack of information. So as I've said earlier, I said they are mere misconceptions and they are misunderstanding. And that is exactly what we'll be looking at and change the impression for those who actually want to remain in Isese. We don't want these misconceptions to become a nightmare for you guys. So that's why I am coming up with these 6 misconceptions for you guys to be aware of and as well to know that they are mere misconceptions. So let's move forward. So here are some common misconceptions. So the 6 misconceptions are what I want to start showing you right now. Number 1 on the list is Orisha practice is synonymous with black magic or witchcraft. So many people do not really understand the system of African belief system. Witchcraft, as they say, or black magic, as they say, they feel that when you hear of witchcraft, they feel that is a very devilish thing and it's something that no one should get close to. So, but in Yoruba land, we have Iyami. We respect Iyami. So if witchcraft is the Iyami they are talking about, so the concept of the witchcraft they are talking about does not exist as far as Orisha practice is concerned. But we know of Iyami, Iyami, and Iyami. That's what we call it. So this is a misconception that Orisha practice is synonymous with black magic or witchcraft. So let's check the point underneath. Some people mistakenly associate Orisha practice with negative occult practices, when in reality it is a legitimate religious and spiritual tradition with its own ethical and moral principles. As I've earlier said, the concept of their witchcraft that they say does not exist as far as Yoruba belief system is concerned. But we do have what we call Iyami. And when we are talking about the principle of Iyami, we do not see Iyami as a bad thing. We respect, we honor them, and we beg them for them to let us live our life. This is how it is. This is a concept that we have in Yoruba belief system. So a lot of people are mistaking this, that the Orisha practice has a negative occult practices. So, but in reality, it is a religious and spiritual tradition, so with its own ethical and moral principles. So when we talk of ethical and moral principles, is that we have our guidelines. So when we say we need to appease Iyami. It's our guideline. It's how we do our things as far as Yoruba spirituality is concerned. So it's a mere misconception to say that our Orisha practice is synonymous with black magic or witchcraft. So the word black magic and witchcraft, the concept, as they say, does not exist as far as Yoruba belief system is concerned. So let's move forward. The two, Orisha practice is primitive or backward. So this is another misconception that Orisha practice is primitive and backward. All belief systems start somewhere. So the same way Yoruba belief systems started, it's as old as humans. It's as old as evolution of human, because then if you are talking about primitive and backward, it means that all other religions are primitive or backward. So let's check the point on it. This misconception stems from a lack of understanding of the depth and sophistication of Orisha traditions, which have rich histories, philosophies, and practices that have sustained vibrant communities for centuries. So as I've said, the Orisha practice is as old as human evolution, because our ancestors, we got the system of Orisha practice from our ancestors. So as the world is getting civilized, we cannot say because of civilization that we should do away with our belief system in Africa or in Yoruba land. So it's just a mere misconception that the Orisha practice is primitive. It's not primitive. All other religions started a long time ago, for centuries. So the same way African spirituality, Yoruba belief system started a long time ago, so more than 5,000 years ago. And if we are talking about other religions, like for instance Christianity, we'll say, the time of Jesus Christ, we can trace it back to like 2,500 years, and in Islam we can say 2,000 years back. So all religions started somewhere. The same way Yoruba spirituality, Orisha practice started, right from the time of our ancestors. And up to now, we still practice it. And we cannot say because of civilization that we should change the dimension at which our ancestors practice their spirituality, which are passed down, which are being passed down from generation to generation, and is exactly what we practice. So talking about primitive and backwardness, so it's just a mere misconception. So let's move forward. Number 3 on the list is that Orisha practice is solely based on superstition. We do hear a lot about this very point, that Orisha practice is solely based on superstition. Let's check the point on it. So the critics, as I said, those who are the enemies of Isese, who are the enemies of Yoruba belief system or African belief system, so we call them critics. So critics may dismiss Orisha practice as being rooted in superstition rather than recognizing its complex belief system, rituals, and community structures. So they do not understand, because they feel there is a superstition belief that Orisha exists, or Orisha can help in different ways, or people can hear the voice of Orisha. So a lot of people will feel that it's a superstition. For instance, if you go to Osun festival, you see the children of Osun, going in trance. So the Orisha will visit them, and they will feel the impact of the Orisha in their body, and they will begin to fall. They will begin to go in trance. This is not a superstition. It's what we see, and it's what we believe in. And there are a lot of people, a lot of Orisha practitioners who do hear the voice of their Orisha. So it's never a superstition belief. So let's move forward. Then number 4 on the list is that Orisha practice is exclusive to the Yoruba people. This point is very, very crucial as well. So, and I've been saying it on this platform that Ifa and Orisha practice is not only for Yorubas, it's for the whole world, because Olodumare sent these Orishas to us to help humanity and not only Yorubas. And that is why you see Orisha is being practiced all over the world, you know, in America, Brazil, Cuba, and in the Caribbean and all that. So let's check the point underneath. Why Orisha practice has its roots in the Yoruba people of West Africa. It has spread to other parts of the world through the African diaspora and has been embraced by people of diverse cultural backgrounds. Yes, of course. So you all know that Olodumare knew why he made the origin of Orisha practice to start in Yoruba land. So it has to start somewhere. But the fact that it started in Yoruba land does not mean that it's only for Yorubas, because a lot of people all over the world are coming to embrace Orisha and are coming to embrace Ifa. So you see them, they are happy, they promote Ifa to the world, they are proud of Ifa, they are proud of Orisha. So it started in Yoruba land, but now it has spread to other parts of the world, you know. So that point is as well a misconception that, oh, it's only for Yoruba people. Why are you practicing it? No, it's for everybody. So let's continue. So number 5 on the list is Orisha practice is not compatible with Christianity or Islam. So this is another point that is a mere misconception that, oh, it's not what they do is evil, or what they do, what they practice. God does not allow someone to bow down to another person, or they will say don't bow down to any other gods except God. So we do hear more of that from these two religions. So let's check the point underneath. Some individuals may believe that Orisha practice is incompatible with other religious beliefs, when in reality there is a huge similarity in their religious practices and Orisha practices. So there are similarities, you know, in the concept of Yoruba belief system. We have messengers and they have messengers as well. So they pray through their messengers, then we pray through our Orishas. So many people do not understand that what we do are pretty much the same. So that is a misconception. It's a misconception that Orisha practice is not compatible with Christianity or Islam. I think this point is very straightforward for you to understand. So let's continue. So the number 6, the last but not the least, is Orisha practice is not a legitimate religion. It's a misconception. So let's check the point. Some people may dismiss Orisha practice as a mere cultural practice rather than recognizing it as a legitimate religion with its own theology, rituals, and community structures. So a lot of people will feel that Orisha practice is just a spirituality, you know, there is no religion element in it and all that, you know. So Orisha practice is not a legitimate religion. It is a legitimate religion because it's a concept that made us to know the existence of Olodumare. So we believe that there is a supreme being, and we believe that our Orisha is the intermediary between us and Olodumare. So that is it. So in a nutshell, it is important to approach any religious or spiritual tradition with an open mind and a willingness to learn from authentic sources rather than relying on stereotypes or misconceptions. So this is very easy, you know. You don't have to believe mere saying. So you have to learn, you have to do your research to learn from authentic sources. You know, just like what we do on this platform, we travel to different parts of Yoruba land to interview the practitioners. So instead of you to stay in a corner and believing in what enemies of our tradition, what enemy of our existence are saying. So rather than relying on what they are saying, it is very, very advisable for whoever, you know, do not understand Orisha practice or do not understand Isese or do not understand Yoruba belief system to do some research before you believe what people are saying, what negative thought people are having about it. So it is important to approach any religious, such as ours, or spiritual tradition with an open mind and a willingness to learn from authentic sources rather than relying on stereotypes or misconceptions. Welcome back. I hope you have learned something from this video. Next time, I'm going to treat another topic that you guys will enjoy. Thank you for your support. Until we meet again, get a better life and bye for now.